Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. I am Bijay Aloha here with the new topic of CCNA, and in this session we will see how we can configure our Cisco router as an NTP server. So NTP, Network Timing Protocol, as we know, NTP is basically used to synchronize the accurate time for our network devices. Not only for the Cisco device, but any computer device need to be accurately synchronized with the reliable time source. But when we talk about Cisco routers, obtaining correct time is an extremely important because variety of services depends on it. Most of server administrators prefer to configure their NTP server in a separate server machine, but in this session we will configure our NTP server in Cisco router. So let's proceed with the practical. As you can see here, I have already opened my Cisco Packet Tracer student version application. But one another thing I would like to tell you that not all the Cisco router series are capable of being NTP server. We need some advanced model of Cisco router, but Packet Tracer provides us some limited series of router only. As you can see here, 2900 series is the maximum version with this application. This router can perform like NTP client, but they cannot perform like NTP server. So I have installed this application, that is GNS3. And we will proceed our practical with this application. So I'm going to start our project here. So first of all, what we have to do here is we need to add some router. Like I have uploaded 7200 series router iOS with this application, so I'll use this router 1 as our NTP server, and router 2 will be our NTP client. So to connect both router together, I'll use this switch here, and now I'll have to connect both router with the switch. So I'll use fast Ethernet 0x0 to connect with switch, and further for router 2 0x0 to Ethernet 1. So our router device is connected now, and our lab is ready for the practical. So what next we have to do here is just right click on your router and start it one by one. So let's configure some basic configuration, like our router is here. So clock, as you can see here, the time is 23:13. It must be synchronized from my local system, and let's verify the time of another router. Okay, so clock, and as you can see here, the time is 23:13, and it's a coordinated universal time, that is Friday, December 8, 2017. So first of all, I'll change the time of router 1 so that we do not get confused further. So what command I'll use here is clock set 22:00 or 10:00 December 8, 2017. Okay, so first of all I am going to configure, we have set our time, this verified. So clock, okay, so the time is 22:10, and this is Friday 8, 2017. So now I have to configure interface so that router can communicate with each other. IP address will be interface fast Ethernet 0x0 connected with switch. IP address will be 192.168.0.1 with the mask 255.255.255.0 and no shut. So we have configured our IP address, and now I can save my configuration. Okay, now come to router 2. and access your console and show clock, and it's 23. So what we have to do here is configure terminal. I am going to configure interface so that the time from router 1 can sync properly. I interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 connected with switch. IP address will be 192.168.0.2 with the mask 255.255.255.0. no set. Exit and exit. If you want to verify connectivity, then ping it 0.1. You must get a reply from the server. Yes, we are getting reply. So now we can proceed to configure NTP server. So get console again and router 1. What we have to do here is we'll have to execute command configure terminal NTP master 1. So this one is the startum level of your NTP server. Basically a startum level defines the hierarchy level of your NTP server. We cannot configure our NTP server with startum level 0 because that is reserved for the universal time like GPS timing or your country region. So I am creating with the startum value 1. So this server will perform like the master server for your organization. So what next we have to do here is this one command will enable your router as NTP server, and now your NTP server is ready. So access your client machine now, configure terminal, and what we have to do in client router is NTP server is 192. We are defining 192.168.0.1 is the NTP server for the router. That's it. Exit it and wait for some time. It takes some time to synchronize with your NTP server, and further you can use command show clock, and now you can see the time is 22:11, the time of your router 1. So clock, you can verify it by using command show NTP association, and as you can see here we are getting time from this IP address, and this star defines synced, and that is our local time. So guys, I hope you have got the concept of implementing NTP server in your Cisco router. We will proceed with the further topic of CCNA in our next video. I hope you liked the session. If so, please do subscribe and do share with your friends. And till next video, bye bye.